we're going to go straight into the consequence, but let's have a quick look at the international point of view. We all remember the gruesome episode that we all had to watch on television when the Luneta siege came on. Who exactly was there to blame? And then again, we have that gargantuan, mongoloid type smile the president was giving out all throughout the inspection after the event. Let's not forget how stupid the police had to look with their hammers, their guns, and the way they were tactically assaulting the bus that ended up with the death of the hostages. Your point of view, boy, nagmukha tayong tanga sa buong mundo.
Painful, no? As I said, no? That's why it now not only pains me but gives me these dangerous feelings that it ripens into a position of descent towards withdrawal.
Nako. Where are we now? It is now February. We are looking at 13 months before the president is replaced. This guy has not yet become, Noynoy has not yet become a lame duck. In fact, he seems to control Congress and the Senate, together the upper and the lower house. The Supreme Court seems to have its tail between its legs so far. So he has become the supreme power. Where does this take us with this dissolution that is being felt by everybody? Most especially the PNP and the AFP. Ano kaya ang consequence ngayon yan?
Let me just give you an insight. Walang EDSA, one or two, na pinamunuan ng politiko, Congress or Senate, or
Taong
Supreme
bayan
Court. Taong bayan yan.
Totoo yan. I was there.
Binak up ng military. Nahinog.
Yung nahinog na.
And in this case, I see the same.
You're telling me we're looking at the people power 4
I
or
do
3?
not know. I do not know. But I don't believe that EDSA will again happen. But there are, EDSA happened not because somebody designed it or EDSA was planned. No. It's a simultaneous event. Sabi nga nila pag sumusulat no si Teddy Benigno at saka si Labili noon, there is that social volcano that when it now reaches a
critical mass,
it explodes and we don't know where we all are. But I know that the military is building up. No? That this belief that they have a commander-in-chief that can't assume responsibility.
Can it be good for us to have conflict on the streets, people power, whatever it is, with 13 months to go, to just have this guy just pass away into oblivion, to ruin the economy where we stand now, to ruin business? Would it be more pragmatic to just make this guy a lame duck president using Congress?
Then where's justice? How do you now say that I'm going to give justice and the truth? So we'll just bury again the truth and just allow to plow?
Well, the special boy will never realize his mistakes because he's special. But we can sue him on July 1. We can sue him and incarcerate him very much like what he's done to his nemesis, di ba? Let him feel the same lessons. Kasi a guy who will not, a person, or let's look at the dog because it's a nice analogy. Kung di alam na aso kung anong ginagawa niya, gagawin niya uli eh. And this guy will do it anyway because he doesn't realize, he has no compassion, it's obvious. The very next minute after consoling, he laughs. A special kid nga eh. But, hindi kaya mas makakagulo sa bayan natin kung magkagulo? I'm playing the devil's disciple here. Don't get me wrong. You've got an election coming up.
The business sector would always want, continuity of peace. Okay. The kind of peace that we want are not everlasting peace, but temporary peace. And if we continuously refuse to accept the facts that it's a responsibility to set the truth out so that the peace that we want can be achieved, then, as I said,
So,
no business will prosper. It will just be temporary.
so we have no choice. We have to face the music, and if the music requires that we rock on the streets, so be it.
Abay, hindi natin madidikta yun. Sabi ko nga, no, if I will just gauge what is in the internet highway.
Wala, malala na eh. Minumura na presidente, minumura na si Purisimo eh.
Pero makikita mo dyan, Hari, no, yung level na yon is nandun lang sa 5 to 10%. Ang tinitingnan ko ngayon dito, yung 63%. Yung mga daily wage earners, these are the contractual workers, no? Yun ang mas galit. Hindi mo lang nakikita how it is registered because they have no access to the internet highway.
Oo, correct.
Okay. May survey kami nilalakad ngayon, informal. Okay.
There's dissolution as well.
In fact, we just came from Baguio and we did that survey because 13 of the 44 are from the mountain province.
Oh my gosh.
13.
So sila, talagang damdam nila.
I had a short talk with one of our religious leaders. I will not name his names. And again, they were very vocal on why our president does not accept the responsibility of this event. He cannot wash his hands like a Pontius Pilate here.
Will those gunning for the presidency try to stop this? Would it be to their advantage to have this guy step down earlier, to have him finish his term? For example, Vice President Binay, who was figured in a lot of disillusionment, you know, the bullying of the senators, the three in the kangaroo court, you know, this repeated tirades against him instead of bringing it to court. It's obvious it was all...
Alam mo, Hari, no, nung nangyari itong massacre at murder nito, nagkaroon ng shifting doon sa hearing sa Senate, trying to create a scenario by forcing the mayor, hoping
Yes.
that media will transfer, no,
It did not.
the attention away from the 44, okay, fallen 44 sub
Yeah.
members. No, they
That's
tried
how
as
you
much.
did it,
The tactical, no. Kabisado ko rin naman yan dahil once trabaho ko yan eh. No, look for another issue. No, that
It
the
didn't
people
work,
will.
eh.
But in this time, there is no issue you can find. Because 44 lives here of the cream of the crop of our forces were slaughtered.
Would it be strategic for Vice President Binay to agree to take Noy Noy down, or for...
No. He cannot use this as a partisan effort for his advantage. This is now the people's fight. The truth is the people's fight.
So this does not involve any politics anymore?
Hindi mo magagamit sa politika ito.
So take this guy down, period, because he has to be taken down.
That's it.
Period.
Period. Not because somebody must take over, no.
But there is a need for somebody to take over if the special child
Well,
is taken down.
let that happen. I believe there are independent meetings happening now, all over, outside of the group, no, that you hear about. Bishop Arguelles meeting with Chit Pedrosa.
Marami
There are
kayo
now
mga-
many groups meeting.
But the opportunity of the Vice President to step up at the helm, who seems to still have these, based on the surveys owned pa by who are more for Malacanang, are showing proof that he's still on top regardless of everybody coming down.
That was the case, no, of EDSA 2, when His Eminence, after thorough study by the Presbyterian Council of the Archdiocese of Manila, crafted his pastoral letter into ERAP must resign, but we must go through constitutional succession. Though ayaw namin yun. Because
You
we
went
did not
through
want, but we have to follow our spiritual leaders.
Doon lumusot si GMA,
Doon ngayon
nakapasok.
nakapasok si GMA. So as I said, we do not know eh. We have our own wishes at that time. Hindi naman masusunod yan. Because there are powers, no? That as I said, you did not expect, no, to play a role in that decision making. Nangyari,
Now, if we were to look into a crystal ball and identify the future, even if it's only for short spurts in time, what would be the ideal, safest scenario for anyone to do? Go with the people, fight for your emotions, fight for the wrong the special child and his best friend have done, or keep quiet?
siguro, if I may suggest, I'm talking here of Marojas, whose interest to run for the presidency is not a secret. Okay. What will he do? Will he allow himself to be endorsed by a president who is being doubted by majority of the people?
At the rate it's coming, yes.
And what will he do to put himself in an inspiring way so that the people will know that he's independent?
So have Mar be the leader, the critical mass to break the backbone of this weak administration, which is the president.
Because in this issue,
So let him put a leash in the head of this special
in
child
this
who's
issue,
growling.
he was put on the spot.
Oh, napahiya nga.
Napahiya siya. Silang dalawa ni Espina. Eh, hindi pala kayo kailangan ni Presidente
But you
dyan.
know,
Kailangan
if he
dyan
goes
kayo.
down, Mar has no moral ascendancy or legal ascendancy to the
But
throne.
this is an opportunity for him.
To make himself good.
Because it is an opportunity for him. Now, by doing that, no, we do not know what will that consequence be, as you said. But as I said, the consequence in the realm of the uniform class, alam ko yung level ng galit.
So
Nakakausap ko sila.
would you say inevitable at this point?
Aba, I'm just looking for that spark that will move.
It's to that
I have
stage
seen
na.
that. I've seen that in 2 instances. It will move.
Very interesting. I am being very laid back. As much as I really do not like the president. Not his person, but his foul or incompetent leadership. I'm not sure I'm really up for an all-out consequence of people power. I mean, I'm saying this, but
I share that with you, Harry.
'cause you're a businessman rin. maski
Ayoko na,
papaano.
nakadaan ako ng 2 EDSA eh.
Oo, nakadalawa. Ako rin eh.
Ayoko
Boy,
na.
nakadalawa na rin ako eh.
Ayoko na
Parang
rin.
ayoko na rin eh.
Ayoko na rin. In fact, sabi ko, at this age of ours, Harry, matagal na tayo magkakilala, more than 50 years na, eh, gusto na natin na magkaroon ng peaceful transition ito, hoping that leaders will come, no, in a more matured manner, no, they will accept their faults, mea culpa, and ask for forgiveness. And alam mo, Filipinos are very forgiving. Basta umamin ka lang.
Boy, we have to close the show. We're already over time. Ladies and gentlemen, obviously you are the judge on every show that you watch with us, and thank you very much for participating and taking in all the analysis. But the message being thrown at you is the inevitability of a consequence caused by a dissolution that has taken place. But it's not only now. Alam niyo po ito, it's been coming on one after the other for some time. If I had a crystal ball, like I said, I would choose which way, if I could even direct it. At this point, I think we need to brace for the consequence. We'll have to end the show. Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You are what you watch.